Hello everyone, Hamas28 here, and today we're back in Compact Claustrophobia. So, it's been a couple days since I recorded another video, but I really want to figure out the rest of the first chapter, because I think we can use the auto clickers to automate a lot more stuff. Like, I realized we could probably have it automate the sieve. We can automate the sieve, which means we can get aluminum amongst other stuff. We could probably also automate hammering items as well, using 2 auto clickers, but I'm not sure how effective that would be. So I guess I'll have to figure it out. But I do want to make the sequential automator and then go into this one, because I want to see what the upgrade actually does. So for the sequential fabricator, let me save that. We're going to need a crafting table, 2 copper gears, 2 tin ingots, a redstone reception cell, and a machine frame. And this is all stuff I think we have minus the wood. Yeah, we're all out of wood. Oh wait, no, I have a bit more here. We just need a crafting table. Machine frame is going to take 4 iron ingots, tin glass. So we're going to need more glass as well. We do have tin. Yeah, we have tin ingots. Let's see, copper gears. We're going to need 2 of these. We're low on copper. We have quite a lot of the grit though. So what I need to do is set up, we have a little bit of room here. So I'm going to remove this stuff. And we're going to take our, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. We're going to take this compact machine frame and we'll place it right, I think this is a fine spot for it. It doesn't cover anything. This machine still works. You don't need that block. So we'll go in here. And we'll use this to grow some crops. So we are going to need our bonsai. So actually, let me leave this place. And grab our bonsai seeds. Let's do oak. If we do like this. Sure is taking a long time. We should be able to put an auto clicker right here, and it should be able to click it in order to get it. Now we can upgrade dirt to fertile dirt. Place it under farmland. It will make crops grow a little bit faster, up to 3 layers below farmland. Why is the music playing? It's a bit too loud for my taste. Place it under farmland. It will make crops grow a little bit faster, up to 3 layers below farmland. Well, at most we can only do 1 because of the space, but I mean that would let us put something up here. But we could put an auto clicker here. That way we can automatically get wood. And that would save space, because if I put the farmland here, put the fertile dirt here, farmland here, and then grow that, that could make it grow a little bit faster. So let's go ahead, we'll put our enter spot right here. Bonsai oak, and get some more wood. Then with that, because we're going to need some more, do I have more? Because we're going to need a lot of stuff. We need an auto clicker, which will take diorite, machine casing. Luckily we do have modularium, so we can make some more machine casings pretty easily. They're really cheap. But we're going to need a lot more wood, because we're going to need auto clickers, we're going to need a chest of accumulator to store all the items. But once we get a couple more of these compact machine frames going, we can have each one kind of specialize in a different thing. We already have one that is making ores and stone, so this one can be like our crops, which should be very effective. Now, how do you make the auto clicker again? I would need to save that, because this just needs to right click on the plants, which means that the plants grow quick, that's all it needs to do. Let's grab a bit of wood here, and hopefully we can get some fertilizer as well. Fully grown. Yeah, because all it has to do is right click. I wonder if you can make it shift right click. There we go. And I can't make, oh, I almost forgot. We're actually being inefficient because I can also make, it was in chapter 2, the Sawmill. And we definitely have enough stuff for this. So I'm going to save that because that's iron, copper. This is iron and copper. This is tin, wood. Yeah, we should have everything we need for that. We just need a bit of wood so we can run the furnace. I wonder if there's an electric furnace as well. There probably is, but I don't see one on the quest book. At least not here. But there probably is one. So if I look up furnace, alloy furnace, redstone furnace. There is a redstone furnace, electric furnace from Galacticraft. Interesting. So they do have it. So that we could make that in order to save ourselves on fuel. There we go. Come in here. Mix this with that to make our fuel. Put that in here. So we're going to need a sawmill. Which is going to take glass, iron ingots. So how much do we have? We have no iron. We don't have a lot of tin, and we don't have much in the way of copper either. So we're gonna start with half a stack of iron to get started. Then we need more copper, so let's check out our other little machine room. Yeah, see, this place is working just well. Look at all those resources sorted out. More iron, copper. Low on copper, though. What's the chance of getting copper? Stone pickaxe. 11.55. Okay, so iron's the biggest, and it's 11 with the rest. So we could just swap these to 2 stone picks. And that should be able to get us a lot more. Let me grab the stone out of here. And doesn't look like there's actually any stone. Luckily we have just enough to make another cobblestone pickaxe. Like so, and then we can also make another wood pickaxe to get more stone. Okay, and that'll start getting us some more. Already rising. I could also make another hopper to feed this as well. Let's see, that's a stone. Diorite pebbles. Well, right now we need the copper, we need tin. I think that's all we need right now. We take our crafting table and let's head back. It takes a long time between jumping between dimensions, which is a little bit annoying. So let's see. Iron is cooking up. So for the sawmill, this will let us get a lot more wood, provides additional lumber. But how do we power this? Do we also need would we put that here to power it? Because we need the energy right next to it. I think so. Nope, grab the iron. Make a saw blade. We're going to need a tin gear. Redstone flux. Oh, redstone reception coil. 2 copper gears. Let's go ahead and swap this. Oh. I keep thinking I can shift click it into here from there, but that doesn't quite work. And there's no way to get logs, because then we can't make charcoal log. Let me see. Yeah, there's no log. Oak. Oh, oak wood. It's different. Yeah, it looks like the only way you can craft it is through the sapling infuser. There's no other way to get it, which comes from a photogenic insulator, which will take lumium. Lumium blend. Okay, that seems a lot farther away. I don't even know how to get energized glowstone. Another copper gear. Now we're missing just the machine frame, which will take some glass. So glass was sand. which we get from cobblestone, which we can make from red sand, right? I think so. Andesite, stone pebbles. Any other pebbles? No, it doesn't look like it. We're going to need our hammer. Yeah, I do have red sand here. Can I convert that into glass? You can. So we're going to need 4. So let me go ahead and turn this stuff into crushed andesite, to gravel, into sand. Okay, we'll swap this out. Throw that in here. And then we should have just enough glass to make the sawmill. Now, I should also add the compact machine frame. Compact machine. How to make the bigger one? The bigger one takes 4 tiny machines. And this is a 5x5 room. And that's actually not that expensive. Oh, it's a tiny machine piece, which takes a metal press, which we don't have access to yet. Okay. Then we'll throw more copper back in there. Now we can make our machine frame and make the sawmill. And yep, that does work. Come right here. Okay, so we'll spawn on top of this. I don't want to be in it. I think I'll get stuck. Now, using this, how does this work in the sawmill? You put a stick inside to get 2 oakwood planks and sawdust. How much more efficient is that? So this turns 1 stick into 1 plank. This turns 1 stick into 2 planks. Okay, so you double the efficiency, and you also get sawdust, which we can turn into paper, phytogrow, rich phytogrow, aqua chow, rich aqua chow, compressed sawdust. I'm sure that has a use. You can burn compressed sawdust into charcoal in a arc furnace. Interesting. Okay, now that that's done, carbon-based material gets sawdust. Sawdust can be used as a less efficient substitute when making gunpowder. What makes it less efficient? And why do I need gunpowder? To the left, bioblending. When the stomach aches, this will help you at stages. Pulped bioblend. 3 pulped biomass and sawdust. Put pumpkin, potato, any sapling to make pulped biomass. You can put 8 beetroot or 8 wheat. And then what do you use this for? You can use this with slag to make dirt and pulped bioblend. When the stomach aches, this will help you at stages. And you just want us to eat this? Doesn't know. Bio-crude. Okay, so it does have a different use. Pulped bioblend and sewage makes poop. Interesting. Okay, so you can eat it, but I can combine it with sewage to make more poop. And that's very effective. Because you need 1 poop to make 1 block of sewage, but this will let you turn that 1 poop into 3, so you get 2 more poop out of it. And poop is highly efficient in the furnace. That's more wood. So, to get the pulped biomass, it's 4 saplings, I think. Oh no, it's 4 saplings, not acacia. And we don't have access to saplings quite yet. Next is gunpowder, requires smelling fine and nitre. I think that was in the first one, right? Yeah, smelling fine. So we still need to do dust in here for a 7% chance, which is really low. But with an auto clicker, I think I can put dust in the auto clicker, and it should be able to auto click the sieve to make it. So if we leave this place and grab our sieve, let's see, does this keep the mesh? It does, cool. And we go in, we'll go in here, because this one already has the accumulator. And the other wooden barrel. So if we do a sieve, we can't cover it though. So if we put the sieve here, and that, I should be able to, let me move the wooden barrel. Could put it in the corner. We should be able to put an auto clicker here, facing this, fill it with dust, and it should be able to auto click it. So let's grab more of our stone pebbles. I left the crafting table in there. Oh, because I forgot the accumulator is gonna pull it up really fast. Let's see. Now that we have more wood, which I did not grab, I'm gonna fill it with wooden pickaxes so we can get a lot more stone. So now we can grab this, grab the sawdust. Not sure if we're going to need the sawdust anytime soon, so we'll store it for now in there. Use this. Make some more picks. Then I'll use one to make another stone pick. And then I should have enough space to make another chest. Perfect. So we could throw our chest right here. Let's see, because I can still... Yeah, I can still reach the wooden barrel, kinda. That'll go in there. I can reach the hopper, throw those in. Oh, okay, it did it. It was just slow. Oh, this one's still going. It's not broken. So I'll just throw that one in here, because these have a very short lifespan. Now, to make another auto clicker, we'll need andesite, polished andesite, or stone. So we'll grab the stone here, granite, and diorite. And can we make dust? Wait, yeah, we can, because we can convert andesite and diorite into crushed versions, convert that into gravel, convert the gravel to sand, the sand into dust. So grab this, turn this into the rock. Grab the diorite. Do we have more? No. Into rock as well. Stone into stone. Now the auto clicker, done. Now we just need the dust to start sifting. So we're gonna do we have one red sand. And I used all the stuff for that, so we're gonna have to use cobblestone and diorite here. Red sand to dust, 5 dust, gravel to sand, sand into dust, cobblestone, more cobblestone, turn that. Let's see, how can I do... I want to automate this process, because this is a very manual process. The steps are very simple, but I think the issue with this is I don't have enough room quite yet. Because I think it takes more space. And then it still requires me, because I have to manually turn the pebbles into cobblestone. So until I have an easy way to get cobblestone and then break it, there's not an easy way to do this. So now if I put this here, and I put dust, I think it's working. Oh, okay, because it's doing a right click. Can I right click with this? You can. So it's really slow, but it does right click it. And then it would go in here. Because it's doing 1 click every 100 ticks. Okay, so it is working, it's just really slow. perfect. But it's automated, which is what we want. So while that's continued to go, we're going to need sulfur there. Can we go, we can make night here. Smooth red sandstone. Red sand. Into night here, it's a 4% chance on a pulverizer. Fluid to item transformation. Dust and sewage makes night here. You get 2 of it. Interesting. So that means we're going to need a lot more poop. And the easiest way to get that is with poop, because you can get you can use 1 to make 3 for a 2 profit. But then where's that lead? We want to get down here, so let's start going to treated wood. Let's see if we can do that. Treat it however you want, but do make an engineer's workbench with it. Treated wood planks. How do you get treated wood? Creosote oil. Creosote oil from the coke oven. But we don't even have charcoal. Let's see, coke oven. Projector. Block of coal coke. Coke brick slab. Coke brick. We'll take sandstone, bricks, and clay. But this is a 3x3 multi-block, isn't it? Treated wood. Sewage bucket. Unless treated wood planks. Vertical. Creosote oil. Sewage bucket. Okay. So we need sewage for everything right now. We can use sewage to make treated wood planks. So, let me grab our wooden barrel. See, we could put it right here. Water. And how do we make sewage again? Water, stone barrel, sewage. Is there a difference between the stone and the iron? I don't think there is, but we are going to need more poop. So let's head into our plant one, and let's see if we can get some more. We can also get some wood while we're here, so let's get shifting. Disgusting, but now we got it, along with a bunch of wood. Go ahead and process that. So, now, we'll use the poop to make the poop. So we mix it with water to make a bucket of sewage. Then we can use a bucket of sewage. How do I do it? Fluid transposer, pulped bioblend in sewage. Which means we'll need more wheat. So we come in here. So now we have sewage. Grab that. I forget where it just was. Sewage in a container. Here we go. Fluid to item. Pulped bioblend. We need 3 pulped biomass, which is 8 beetroots or 8 wheat. Luckily, we have a lot more dirt, and we have a bunch of seeds, and we have 8 wheat. Perfect. Come in here. Come in here. Grab that stuff. 8 wheat. But this makes 1, and we'll need 3. I probably should have saved it as well. Let's see, I don't think we'll need... Actually, we might need this stuff, so I'll leave it. RF, pretty low. So it looks like our decay generator is pretty good, but it can't run this too often, and that's 1 pulped biomass. So we're going to need a lot more wheat. Put this right here. Plant the wheat. But hey, on the bright side, at least we can get a little bit more fertilizer out of this, hopefully. And I think to automate this, we'll have to definitely either make another small room or wait until we have a bigger room. Because there's just not enough space. In a 5x5, we'll have enough room, because the bottom 3 can be the rich dirt, the top can be the farmland, and then you'll even have room for the auto clicker. So let's gather up a bunch of wheat, and then we can start making some more fertilizer. Alright, 16. We also got an extra 2 fertilizer. Not eaten yet. What does it taste like? I'm not going to eat it. I'm not. Don't make me think I want to eat it. Oh, right. We needed more sewage so that we could make more... It's funny to say that. We needed more sewage so that we can make more sewage, because we need the sewage to make treated planks. Oh, and I completely forgot that I need to make the pulped fertilizer. Like so, pulped biomass, that we can combine into the pulped bioblend. Luckily, you do get an extra one from the sawdust, and it even returns a little bit of the seeds. Use that to make more water. Put that in there. Pulped biomass, sawdust. Pulped bioblend. Now we can use the pulped bioblend to make more poop. And that completes that quest, bioblending. So now if we come in here, it's a little annoying that you can't just right click it. Oh, it got sucked into the vacuum. So I need to, if I put the water here, that might break it. Let me use dirt. Dirt is easier. So I put that there, take this out, here. I have to turn the accumulator off to make the poop. Then put that in there. Fertilizer. Sewage. Bioblend. Then we just need more water. And we can make ever-increasing amounts. But now that we have a couple of this... Oh, I need to turn that into fertilizer. So I should probably bring the bucket thingy. What is this? Wooden crucible. Over there. But that is quite slow. So now that we have a good supply... Put that in here, mix it, take this bucket of sewage. Now that we also can make a lot of wood, turn that into treated planks. And now that we have treated wood, we can make the engineer's workbench. But this is a pretty big multi-block. It takes up, I think, 2 spaces, right? It's a 1x2. We also need treated wood planks, so I don't think we have quite enough, because you need sticks from this to make that. Engineer's workbench. takes 3. We have 2. So we need a bit more water. Come in here. Grab the water out of there. I don't need to be in here. Let's see. How much space is in here? Not a whole lot. Water goes in there. Sewage. Grab that. Sewage bucket. In 2 more planks. Engineer's workbench. Why can't I... That's so weird. Why does the crafting table not support it, but the other thing does? Crafting table. Engineer's workbench. So, while the thing is still off, I'm going to change this one into the other thing. Okay, now I can turn you on. Turn you into a crafting station. I wonder why the crafting station supports it, but the other one doesn't. That's so weird. And now that we have treated wood, we can make a garden cloche. This very powerful, compact greenhouse is an amazing thing to grow almost anything in, as long as it's small enough. Sadly, they're quite big, so count your blocks. Yeah, because I believe this is it's a 1x3 structure, which means we'd be able to fit 8 of them inside one, assuming we're in the middle. But I thought they need power. Treated wood, any glass, a vacuum tube, nickel plates, engineer's hammer, string. Okay, so we could make that. But I thought you need energy for these. So I'm not quite sure how we'd hook up power. I know in the first chapter we have access to the thermoelectric array. It's possible to fit 12 thermoelectric generators inside a single tiny machine. If you place flux ducts in the center, water and uranium in all the corners, and thermoelectric generators, you should be golden. So I think we need to make this design, which means we'll need another machine, compact machine, just for that. Would that work? I'm thinking about it. Because if you take a look, how do I make it stop spinning? Like that, I can grab it. So you can see this is a 3x3. So, well, if they all need power, and the tiny compact machine can only output in 4 directions, then we can only support 4. But you would do a tiny compact machine in this bottom block here. Power 4 garden cloches. But don't they also need water as well? I guess I should make one to figure this out. But then we also need the room for it. So I guess we'll go in here for now, because we have the space for it in here. Because I can put it up here, like that. Infinite space. Infinite tiny space. Yeah, it wants us to make one. Pressing matters. Trust me, you'll need this. The engineer's blueprint for the metal press molds and a metal press mold plate. Blue pigment or lapis. A steel pickaxe can get lapis. You can sieve it from a flint stiffened mesh. With gravel, you can also get this stuff as well. But that's such a low chance, 5%, and we'll need 3 of that? Is that really the way you have to do it? Blue wool. I mean, that seems to be the way we have to do it now. Or how do you make blue pigment? Interesting. Give it a squeeze. We also have this stuff over here. Do a barrel roll. This is a fancy device that can create both netherrack and clay. Hint, hint. If placed next to a squeezer, This can hold liquid it might produce. Try lava and redstone. Give it a squeeze. The squeezer. This item can squeeze things when jumped on. It can even squeeze lava from blaze powder. You need more room. You need more room vertical space than just the... Is that right, grammar? You need more room vertical space. That doesn't sound right to me. Maybe that dark bedrock room you started in is perfect. Notice the two channels on the squeezer. They need to point to the crucible. Steel pick requires hardest steel. So we need gunpowder and TNT to get steel right now. Power. Wait, can I even make that right now? Thermoelectric. No, these take steel, so we can't even build this yet. So why would they give it to us so early? That's so strange. And then sugary goodness all leads to here. And then once we have finally more room, that's what unlocks this stuff over here. So right now, we're going to need niter, which is dust and sewage to get 2. So we're going to have to do that first. So let's work on getting that stuff going. 1 dust. Is there a way to... There we go, middle click. I knew there was a way to do it. Sawdust, tin dust, store that stuff in here. Let's see, so we're going to need probably another room. No, we don't need another room. What I need to do is I need to go into the other place. In here. And it looks like these turned off. Yep, they ran out. And now that we have a bunch of wood, oh, I need to process that. I need, what do I need? Stone. I need a lot of stone because we need a lot of dust. So granite, diorite, andesite. I'll leave the andesite in there. There's so little of it. Into cobblestone, granite, diorite. Make some more wooden pickaxes, because we're going to need a lot of stone for all the dust we're going to need. Okay, I think this is enough. And then there's not really a ton of room in here, but there's not a ton of room anywhere. So might as well do it in here. Grab our hammer, put that in there. And let's process all of this to get a bunch of dust. Alright, how much do we got? 27. Not bad. Now we need to filter this with sewage to make our niter. How much do we get out of it? Dust and sewage makes water. Wait, what? Fluid to item. Fluid to fluid. How does that work? Anyways. Not going to need this. We're going to need more water. Come in here. Fill that up with seeds. Get the water. Water. Sewage. Gotcha, okay. So it turns it back into water. And then I can use this stuff to get more. So our bottleneck right now is our water production. We produce water pretty slowly, and this crucible is not really fast. Is there a way to make it go faster? It already says rate 4 times. Unfired and a crucible. There must be a better way to get water. Let's see. If I want to make water, fluid transposer. The squeezer can squeeze water from cactus, not what we need. Paper and sewage makes water, but what does this make if you throw it in sewage? You get pressed off, which you can use to make leather. Interesting. Okay, fill that. We'll make some more fertilizer here. And then we just need 4 more niter. Grab that. There we go, 8. Niter completed. Now, oh, it doesn't unlock gunpowder yet because we haven't made any sulfur. Smelling fine. So we need to sieve dust for a 7% chance. Luckily, we still have 23 dust left over. Did this make one? Oh, it made a single sulfur. Perfect. Done. So now we can come back in here. Gunpowder. Make gunpowder. Sawdust, sulfur, and niter. Gunpowder. And it makes 3. Perfect. Big Boom TNT takes 5. And then some sand. So put the rest of the dust in here. Looks like those wooden pickaxes are breaking. How much stone did we get? Not a lot. But at least it's automatic. Let's see, let's speed up this guy. See if we can get another niter so we can make the gunpowder. But at 7%, so low. Let's see, bone meal. Such a low chance at 7%. That means if we were to sift through 100 pieces of dust, oh, I think we got one. We'd only get 7. Okay, now we can make TNT. We just need some sand. Grab our stone. To cobblestone. Break this into gravel and then into sand. And now we can make TNT. Quest complete, Big Boom. Hard as steel. Slightly hazardous, obtained by exploding iron blocks placed in the world. Not always successful. Remember to not have it in water or any claimed chunk. Manufactory steel blend. That can't be right. Oh, I'm dumb, that's why. I just read this and I was like, how do you make it? Blow up iron blocks placed in the world. So, how much iron do we have? Quite a lot. Come in here. We're gonna have to smelt the iron though, because we only have 4, and we need to make blocks of it. So, luckily we can use this fertilizer. I was gonna say along with our wheat, but we are out of wheat. Let's come in here, grab some wheat. We're gonna have to move this stuff, unless I make another compact machine room. They're not too expensive though. I probably could make another one. That might be better, because then I don't have to keep tearing down rooms. I could just go deeper and deeper within the same rooms. How expensive was it? Wood, compact machine walls, and a machine casing. It was these stuff that were expensive, right? Yeah, 4 modularium. So we need 16. We have 8. We'd have more if I was able to complete the final parkour challenge. But there's no use crying over spilled milk. We just need 1 more wheat. See if we can grab it. This one's almost done. I can sense it. Okay, I sense strong. In here and there, make some fuel. That'll do a whole stack, which will give us 64 divided by 9 is how much? It's not 9, because that's 81. But we don't need to fill the whole room, because it's a 3 by 3, so that's 27. We need 1 room for TNT and 2 for me, so that's -3. So the most you could do is 24 blocks, which is quite a lot when you think about it. Let's see, modularium, and then that's going to take uranium, which we haven't made more of. So I should probably not use the treated sticks. Put that in there. Make some more wood. And I noticed when I go from this tiny compact machine into the bedrock room, it takes longer to load than if I go from a tiny compact machine to another tiny compact machine. And I'm not sure why. Okay, we'll put this in here. We'll speed this up, see if we can get some more bone meal and stuff. Are we all out? No, it's just slow. So let's see how much. We do have uranium, so I can make more modularium. Modularium. Blend uranium, iron, and redstone. Perfect. See, this is where the automation really starts paying off, because I can just come in there and then grab stuff that we need. Let's go ahead and make some more modularium. Throw that in here. 15, not bad. We'll cook that next, but for now we need to wait. Also, how do we ignite this? With flint and steel, James, that's how. Flint and steel. And we'll just have to wait for the iron to continue to cook. In the meantime, we can make more fertilizer. Do that, grab our water, grab this. Are we all out of the blend? Looks like it. Which means I should spend some time getting more wheat, because that's going to take probably 10 or so minutes. And I went the wrong way. So let's grab some more wheat. We can also get some more wood as well. Oh, and I can use the fertilizer, the bone meal. Just wish there was a quicker way to do this, because it takes 8 wheat just to make 1. So you need 24 wheat plus a sawdust, but it is really efficient. But since we can make a lot of wood now, no, a single wood plank is 1.5, whereas doing this gets you 32. So this is always more efficient. It's just until we get easier sources of power for the garden cloches, this going to be very slow. We need to be able to automate growing plants to make it go faster. And the garden cloches is where we're going to do that. But from what I remember, I thought a garden cloche needs an input of water, input. No, it doesn't need a dirt input. I thought it needs an input of water and power to actually run. It could have changed from when I last played it, or it could have changed in this pack, which is why we need to make at least one. But that's enough yapping. I'm gonna AFK sneak until we get enough wheat here so we can make some more fertilizer. Alright, 24, 25. Man, it takes such a long time. Throw that in here. Take this out. Wheat, sawdust. Store the sawdust in there. And it didn't even finish cooking a whole stack. But, let's see. 2. Then I just need 1 sawdust. 3, grab that. In here, mix that. 4 pulped bioblend. Water, fertilizer, bioblend. Water, fertilizer, bioblend. Water, fertilizer, bioblend. Bam! More fertilizer. And then we have 1 wheat left over to make another fuel. Let's see here. Do we need a specific ore right now? No, we need steel. Steel is always the way of progress. How do we get blazes, though? It does come from here. And there was 1 blaze in the broken dimension, but I don't think that's required because it didn't come back. What's smash? Compact squared. Why would you do that? We're so close to the 5x5 room. Grab the iron. And that's all the iron we have, right? Yeah, that's all of it. That's 5 blocks, which is not a lot. If we want to be efficient, then we need to get more iron blocks. So you grab another 32. Like so. So while we wait for that, we need to make another tiny room. So how much modularium do we have? 15. We have to cook this as well. So let's make another furnace. And we could put it right here, because I can still reach the output. Throw that in here. And we have so much access to wood now that I'll use that over here, because we could just do this. I can't use sawdust for furnaces, right? No. Just other stuff. Enchantments. Curse of Vanishing Shimmer. What is that? And then later we can convert the sawdust into charcoal. Okay, because we need a tiny compact room. Tiny compact room. Tiny compact machine. Why can you smelt it? Dark oak. Machine casing. How many machine casings do we have? None. Make a machine casing. One, and then we'll need 4 times 16. So we'll need 16 modularium. 6 plus 9 plus 4. 11. So we need 16. We need 5 more. Perfect. So I'll start cooking this up. Throw that in here. Yeah, why does 1 end up in there? Oh, I think because this hopper pulls it out. That might be why. Because I think a hopper can only push so many items into an inventory. So I think since the hopper is right here, it pulls one down. Luckily we can reach it. And then I needed 5 more. I have to make sure I put the right amount in, otherwise it's going to stay in there. And I can't get it out. 4, so 1 more ought to do it. Just wait for that. Fill this up with more seeds. Fertilizer. Oh. There we go. Throw that in here. Yeah, see, it does 1 at a time, which means 1 always gets sucked in there. Where are my other walls? Oh, it's out of power. That's not good. I completely forgot about that. The danger of that is that it said sometimes it gets wonky if it does not have enough power to do it all at once. That's what it said, right? I believe that's what it said. Yeah, remember to have full power on your decay generator before attempting crafting, otherwise it might malfunction. Ooh, that's not good. I think that's exactly what happened. I think it just ate all of our stuff, which is not good. Wait, no, it's pulling power, just really slow. Okay, so I think it's working. It's just that the decay generator produces so little power at a time that it's going to take a long time to do it. Which means I probably don't want to run the sawmill and this at the same time. Let's see, I could probably make it so this doesn't pull. Okay, yeah, it's not charging right now. So all the power is going into this. That's not good. I mean, I guess I have to wait and see what happens. Because I forgot to think about that. Well, hopefully it doesn't cause any issues. So I'll pause the recording and then come back in like 5 minutes and hopefully it's resolved itself. Alright, so it seemed like it really did get bugged. Luckily, all I did was to fix it was I just broke this hopper and replaced it. So, and I realized I can actually just move this and access them here. So if I put the 12 in there, this should start working again. Power, yeah, power's draining from there. Really fast though. That's 1. Hopefully it has enough power to do 2 more. 2. And the last one. 3. Perfect. Put that there. Grab this. And let's make another tiny room. So if we come in here, and then we place this there, and then come in here, and then we go in the corner. Let's see. So we could put we'll put the TNT in the center, and then we should be able to put, actually, we'll put a block of iron here, and then surround it. I did not mean to punch that. Yeah, see, when you leave, I noticed that. When you leave a tiny compact machine and go to another one, it's a lot faster. So I don't think I want to leave this place too often. Bunch of more iron. Grab that. 10 blocks. Okay, that should be a good amount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I don't think we can actually blow up one on the sides, but we can at least try it. So if we do here, here, there, here, here. So we're going to light it, place one, and then leave. Then we should be able to look inside. Cool, it worked. Hard as steel. Okay, and it did get all of it. So if we want to be more efficient, then I think we can fill the entire space on the outside with blocks of iron to make our steel grit. What did that do? Compact tech support. Was that always there? Yeah, it was. Infinite tiny space. Hard as steel. Steel pickaxe. Comes from 3 steel ingots. So now we just have to smelt the steel grit. Oh, I claimed another one of these. That's what that did. I don't want another one of these. Come in here. 36. Where is my sawmill? I'm going to have to remember that I need to take out the sawmill anytime I want to make more of these. Because it is an energy hog. And while I was waiting, someone did give me the tip that apparently, if we come in here. Oh, why am I freaking out? What's going on? It's like I'm slightly in the wall. Huh, that was weird. That apparently I don't actually have to move. Let me see. It's just when you shift, you put out an aura that causes crops to grow. So it does, yeah, it does seem like it's working. So I could just stand in the middle and do that. It is a bit odd that the quest book does say you're supposed to walk though. That's another stack. Leave this place. Come in here. To modularium. Let's see. I'm gonna need more stone and iron pickaxes. Because if we can keep producing a high supply of uranium, grit, iron grit, and redstone, we can keep making modularium pretty easily. And redstone and uranium comes from an iron pick. It's the iron grit that comes from the stone pick. So I'm gonna have to keep that full of stone picks, wooden picks, and iron picks. Although the iron pick lasts the longest, so really I need a hopper for the stone and the wooden pickaxe, not necessarily the iron pickaxe. So now, use this to make an iron pick, a steel pickaxe. Hits even higher than iron to get quartz. It goes well in 4s. So now with the steel pickaxe, oh, there we go. We can get flint, lithium, magnesium, boron, thorium, lapis, nether quartz. And this is where we get the lapis from. That does also lead here to blaze it. Metal sticks into fire, make it glow. Steel rods, burn it for 60 ticks, makes a blaze rod. And a steel rod is 2 steel ingots, makes 4. Or the metal press. So there's no efficiency here, right? It's 2 makes 4, which is 1 to 2, and this is just 1 to 2. Which means why would I want to use the metal press? Kind of weird. But since we have so many steel, that means I can make these. Go into here, go into here. Now if I throw these in the corner and light them on fire, you get blaze rods. Shulkin, some blaze powder might motivate a trapped chest to go on and about. Give it a go. Remember, mimics can only be made from trapped chests. What? Blaze powder might motivate a trapped chest to go on and about. Can only be made from trapped chests. Chest and tripwire. Does that mean what I think it means? So if you come in here and we make a chest, and then make a tripwire, and then my inventory is getting way too full here. Let me store some stuff in the satchel. Don't even have a lot of room in the satchel either. Throw the sand in there. Trap chest. Blaze powder. Ow. One second. Let me make a weapon. I did not think that through. Can I make a steel sword? You can. This will be the only weapon I make. We don't have any food. I guess it's come to this. Why does it give you so much nourishment? Blindness, night vision, nausea. Why is it that effective as food? Animated chest was slain. Now I'm floating. I can't see because I'm in the ceiling. It didn't drop anything, did it? Yeah, nothing dropped. That's weird. Do they not always drop? Oh, it's a 50% chance. Well, we can go at it again. We have another one. There we go. But don't I need 2 of them to make the shulker box? Shulker shell complete. Yeah, you need 2 of them. But then this is a portable chest, which is very good. So let's see if we can get one. Make a chest. Make a tripwire hook. We're missing a stick. Make some sticks. Make some more blaze powder. Perfect. Only took 3 tries. That's a bit higher than average. Purple shulker. Oh, that's weird. You can't actually place it. But it is essentially giving myself another 24 item slots, which is really effective. So we'll go ahead and put this stuff in there. Let me put that on. Along with this stuff, the dirt dust. We can save some space in here. Like I can take out a lot of the seeds now. A lot of the saplings. Save some room. So we don't have to throw it away, I could just store it. Pretty cool. And then it does tell you what's inside, although it only does, what is that, like the first couple blocks? Yeah, only the first couple items. But it saves space. Let's see. Then to get nether you need to make the squeezer and the stone barrel. We also need to start getting quartz, because that's going to lead to rich iron, silicon bits, and go to infinite storage. But we do have to come on that side as well. So we can kind of hold off on it for now. We just need to get, not silicon, we need to get lapis. So we can continue working through immersive engineering. So let's, oh, I was going to say, oh, let's head into the other room. We actually don't need to, we can just do this. I'm waiting for 3 lapis, there we go. Magnesium, lithium, gunpowder. Now that we got it, I'm going to head out. And I just realized I can't move this without a diamond pick. Oh, I can move it with this one. Perfect. Throw that in here. And I want to move this guy so we can save time. Because now I can go into this one here. Then we can go into this tiny compact room. Because we can have the farm here. And we can put that in there. And then I can always just right click to go in to see what it is. So I know it's that one. And we can put our steel pickaxe in there. And now that will produce magnesium, lithium, lapis, and nether quartz. What are we missing? We have a bunch of iron, a bunch of uranium. We're going to need more uranium and iron. So I need a stone pickaxe and this iron pickaxe. So we'll put the iron one in here, and then we'll follow it up with 2 stone picks. One, two. Get that in there. That way we can keep making more tiny rooms. Infinite compact space. But for now, I think this video has gone on quite long enough. We're making a lot of progress. I always get worried in tech mod packs when the progress starts to slow down, but this one has been very fluid. The automation we're able to set up is quite good. Seems like the only thing kind of holding us back right now is the farming stuff. But now that we have access to lapis, we can start making these garden cloches, because to make a vacuum tube, we need the engineer's blueprint, which we couldn't make before without lapis. And then we just need copper wire and nickel plates. Both of these have a machine, but we should have a tool to do that. You could just use shears, that's funny. And then the plates can just be made with the hammer, which is easily done. Then we can make a garden cloche with nickel, and the nickel, we already have this, right? Nickel grit. Yeah, it comes from the stone pickaxe. Good stuff. So I will have to keep this filled up with that. But, let's see. What's a preview for next episode? So if we look at chapter 1, oh, there's dyeing for yellow. Sulfur in water makes yellow pigment, so we need to do that to get yellow pigment. Although, what do we need yellow pigment for? Terracotta, flare cartridges, concrete powder. I'm not sure. It might come up later by the looks of it. We still need to get aluminum, and aluminum comes from sifting sand with the flint stiffened mesh. But then once we have 3 of it, we could just make the aluminum pickaxe to get more aluminum. And it's a 100% chance. So it's essentially, once we have the first pickaxe, it's just going to keep generating more aluminum for us. So that's not going to be too difficult. We can make the other picks. We have a couple of machines down here. I still haven't found beets. Still not sure how to get pufferfish. And I'm guessing this just makes a cat. So I don't even think that's required. So I think next episode, we're going to finish off these quests here, do a lot of immersive engineering, and then we'll unlock more room, because the immersive engineering buildings are a lot bigger, and they're going to require a 5x5 space. But regardless, I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.